Hello all my followers on my channel. Today we will talk about the most interesting topics in chemistry. Don't forget to make like to video and subscribe to my channel. We will talk about the most interesting 110 topics in chemistry. Number 1. Biochemistry in nursing. 2. Crystalloids versus colloids. The purpose of dilutions. Principles of electrochemistry. Why is stoichiometry so difficult? Are there alternative periodic tables? The polarity of bond classification. How is nuclear chemistry used? The importance of Lewis electron dot structure. Endothermic reaction versus exothermic reaction. Number 11. The history of neurochemistry. Astrochemistry versus astrophysics. Is radiochemistry a dying field? Pros and cons of being a biochemist. New concepts of chemical engineering. What makes quantum chemistry difficult? The importance of agriculture chemistry. The impact of WW2 on computational chemistry. Ernest Rutherford's contribution to nuclear chemistry. Computer chemistry versus computational chemistry. 21. What happened to your body when it lacks vitamins? How does acid rain form? Understanding pheromones. How do they affect humans? Explain what atoms are made of. Ionic and covalent compound comparison. How do you solve stoichiometry problems? Give an overview of the states of matter. A delicate balance. How do chemicals in our brains create moods? Describe the noble gas configuration. Marie Curie and her extraordinary legacy. An introduction into acid and bases. Write about hydrologic cycle. What happens when substance oxidizes? Explain substitution reactions. Compare the Bohr model with the Bloom pudding and the Saturnian models. How does a Geiger counter work? Describe the significance of Rutherford's gold foil experiment. How Michael Faraday forever changed the scientific landscape. What does broad hypothesis states? The history of European alchemy. What are the periodic trends? Explain how to analyze amino acids using protein hydrolysis. What do catalysts do? Everything about lab safety. The radium craze of the early 20th century. The radium craze of the early 20th century. How does substance abuse impact your body? Why is it essential to study chemistry in high school? Reactions rate. How do we define them? Before chemistry, ancient philosophy of things changing. Examine how radioactive decay occurs. 51. Discover what determines the color changes when iodine and starch react. Find out how to make photosynthesis visible. Try to synthesize aspirin. Develop film and explain how you did it. Fiddle right through an ice cube without drilling holes. Assess the quality of water and find out what contaminates it. Extract plant oil and study its properties. Observe what happens if you dye wool with different colors. Learn how to make a solution change color. Determine the amount of caffeine in various sorts of tea. How do you produce biogas or liquid from organic waste? Analyze the contents of your toothpaste. Can you find any health hazards? Make a water filter from scratch. Why does lemon juice stop apples from browning? Make a safe smoke bomb. Document the processes of growing crystals. Identify the pollutants in the air around you. What makes a flame change color? Biometric technologies, how do they work? Study invisible ink. What makes it disappear? Wine, how do its chemical compounds relate to its taste? Emulsions, how to make and break them. Compare the effectiveness of different vegetable oils in biodiesel manufacturing. Access the residue of pesticides in vegetables from various markets. Measure the density of soft drinks. How does sugar affect it? Conductivity. What type of solution are the best electrical conducts? Food and science. How much energy do nuts and chips produce when burned? Analyze your hair and check for nutrients. Examine what soap needs to foam properly. Change a penny's color to gold. 81. Polymers. What do we use them for? How do spectroscopes work? What chemical information can we find in meteorites? Spectroscopy and its many applications. Schrödinger cat. What did it reveal about radioactive decay? Examine the properties of aminodisaccharides. The importance of carbohydrate protein interactions in immunology. CRISPR. How does it work? Compare the type of non-covalent bonding. Investigate how molecular recognition can be produced synthetically. Describe the impact of nanotechnology. How does nanoscience change our lives? What does Le Chatelier principle state? CBD, what advantages does it have? What causes a chemical process to result in equilibrium? Compare the types of equilibrium. PPA, how toxic is it? Behavior of ideal versus non-ideal gases. Magnetism and coordination compounds. The principles of molecular orbital theory. Why do certain compounds not exist? How does water recycling work? Cloud seeding. When is it useful? What causes the weather to change? Why do some plants rely on photosynthesis more than others? Describe the properties of hydrogen. Explain the connection between collision theory and concentration. How do the ab initio method work? Chemistry and the brain. Impact of neurotransmitters. Examine the dopamine hypothesis of schizophrenia. These are 110 most interesting topics in chemistry. You can search about them. I hope you make like to the video and subscribe to see our new videos on my channel. Thanks you.